Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel. Real quick before we get into this video, just wanted to give y'all a little update that first of all, I'm sorry for not getting y'all a video on Thursday. Thursday was just a rough day for me. And I decided that I'm gonna start uploading every Saturday, because usually I'll film a video on a Wednesday and then post it on Thursday, and I don't want to just be, just uploading simply to upload. I want to, give y'all guys quality content, because that's what really makes the difference, That's the only way my channel is going to grow, if I'm actually, doing something good with it. So, that being said, starting probably with this video, I think I'm going to upload this one on Saturday. It's Friday right now, so I'll probably end up uploading it sometime tomorrow evening. But with that being said, let's hop into this video. Okay, so today we're gonna be making orange tofu, and what I do to give my tofu just a more meatier texture, because I'm really not a fan of the mushy. Some people like it, I just don't. I take my tofu and I take a block of tofu and I cut it in half lengthwise, just to give it more surface area when I press it. I press each half for half an hour, and then I freeze it overnight, because what happens is the water left inside of it expands and creates these little air bubbles inside the tofu itself to give it, and it ends up giving it a little bit more texture. Then I thaw it, and then I press it one more time. And then I cut it into 1 by 1 by 1 cubes, like you see right there. And first, we're gonna start with seasoning our tofu, because I don't eat bland food. It's just not me. I'm not that vegan. What we're gonna do first is we're gonna add. Oh, let me get my measuring spoons, y'all. Okay, we're gonna add a 1/4 teaspoon of onion powder, 1/4 teaspoon of paprika, and just sprinkle a little bit of Tony's on there. And we're gonna be frying this, not baking it, simply because I'm a fan of fried food. I'm very partial to fried foods. I actually have my oil heating up right now, and because we're frying it, we want it to have a nice little crunch and crispiness to it. We're gonna add 1 teaspoon of cornstarch over it, and then we're gonna do 2 tablespoons of flour. And my oil is starting to smell like it's just about ready. That's 1 tablespoon. And that's 2 tablespoons. And then we're just gonna toss it to coat it. Okay. And a little trick that I recently learned, if you're ever unsure about whether or not your oil is hot enough to heat up, what you're going to do is you're going to take a wooden spoon like this one, and you're going to stick the butt end of it in the oil, and if it bubbles, it's hot enough to put food in. If it doesn't, then it's not. And it's not bubbling, so we're going to let that continue to heat up. But we're going to move that off to the side, and now we're going to start on our sauce. Okay, we are back. We're going to get started on this sauce. Just had to step away from the camera for a little bit to prep some of these seasonings for the sauce. We're going to start with half a cup of orange juice. And this is fresh squeezed orange juice. It just gives a better flavor to it. That was 1/4 of a cup, by the way. And this is another 1/4 of a cup. And we're going to add 2 tablespoons of soy sauce. So, you know, if you're on a low sodium diet, this is not the sauce for you. Might want to find another sauce. That's 1. That's 2. And we're going to add half a teaspoon of fresh ginger to it. If you don't have fresh, you can sub it with 1/8 of a teaspoon of ground ginger. Next, we're going to do 1 teaspoon of agave nectar. Now we're going to add 1 clove of garlic to it. If I can get it peeled. Clove of garlic. And just a little bit of grated orange zest just for an extra kick in there. And this next ingredient you're more than welcome to omit if it's not for you. We're gonna do a 1/4 teaspoon of crushed red pepper flakes, just for a little bit of spice. But like I said, if it's not for you, it's not for you, and you're more than welcome to omit that. And we're gonna stir that. It's already boiling, and it smells wonderful. It's gonna taste even better. Okay, so because it's boiling, you're gonna add cornstarch slurry to it just to thicken it up. And it's going to be 1 teaspoon of cornstarch and 2 teaspoons of water. And you're just going to let that go until it thickens up. And once it thickens, you can just remove it from the heat and just toss your tofu in it. If you've already fried it, I haven't fried mine yet, so I'm gonna let this go and thicken. Then I'm gonna fry my tofu and come back and toss it in here. It's starting to get thicker. It's gonna taste so wonderful. It's not, I really wish they made cameras where like the audience that's watching the video could smell everything that's going on in the background, because this is just, it's heavenly. Okay, that's gotten thick enough. And I will see y'all when the tofu's fried. Okay, we're back. Tofu's fried. It's nice and crispy. It's gonna be good. Got the sauce right under it. That's right there. You know, not the greatest lighting in the world, but y'all get the point. It's good sauce. So we're just gonna throw all of that in there and just toss it to coat it. Alright, that's coated, you know, just about as coated as it's gonna get. Now I'm gonna go steam some broccoli and some brown rice to go with this, and I'm gonna come back when I'm done with that so y'all can see my bowl, so y'all can have y'all mouth watering like mine is. Okay? Alright, we're back, and there you have it. Crispy orange tofu, brown rice, steamed broccoli, and just a little bit of green onion just over the top, just to be a little bit over the top, you know. Alright, that makes this the end of this video. Be sure to like, share, subscribe, comment any questions, comments, concerns you might have, and I'll see you guys next week.